In the ancient echoes of Jerusalem's stones, the absence of the Third Temple whispers of a profound tale. It's not just about bricks, it's a symphony of prophecy, a universal yearning for a Messiah's embrace and the dawn of peace. Aliyah and Kibbutz Galuyah dance in the shadows, weaving a narrative of return, redemption, and ancient promises fulfilled. And on the horizon, the Battle of Armageddon stands, a prophesied crescendo in the grand symphony, heralding the triumph of good over evil. The missing Third Temple in Jerusalem is like a powerful symbol in Israel, carrying a deep desire for the Messiah to come and bring universal peace. This symbolic absence goes back to a significant event in 586 BCE when Solomon's temple was destroyed. This event left a lasting impact on Israel's history and religious beliefs, shaping how people view their connection to the divine. Imagine a puzzle missing a crucial piece. That's what the absence of the Third Temple feels like for many in Israel. The destruction of Solomon's temple in ancient times created a gap, both physically and spiritually. It's not just about the building. It's about a sacred place that held immense importance in the hearts of the people. This missing temple isn't just a historical fact, it's a profound longing for something greater. It's like waiting for a special guest to arrive, and until that guest comes, there's a sense of anticipation and yearning. In this case, the guest is the Messiah, who is believed to bring a new era of peace and fulfillment of divine promises. The roots of this symbolic void go back to the time when the Babylonians destroyed Solomon's temple. This event wasn't just about stones and walls. It shook the very foundation of the Israelites' connection with the divine. It was a moment of loss and displacement, leaving a deep scar on the historical and religious fabric of Israel. Now, centuries later, the absence of the Third Temple is a reminder of that historical wound. It's a symbol of hope, a belief that one day the Messiah will come to fill that void and bring about a new beginning. It's like a beacon of light in the dark, offering reassurance that there's a purpose to the waiting and a promise of a better future. In the hearts of many, the missing Third Temple is not just a physical structure. It's a spiritual home that holds the key to a brighter tomorrow. The anticipation for the Messiah's arrival is not just a religious concept, it's a shared longing for a world where peace and harmony prevail. The absence of the Third Temple, therefore, becomes a powerful symbol that continues to resonate through generations, echoing the collective hope for a future filled with divine blessings and universal peace. The idea of Aliyah, which means the gathering of exiles, is like a powerful theme deeply rooted in stories found in the Bible, especially in books like Ezekiel and Jeremiah. These ancient scriptures vividly describe a future scenario where Jewish people, who were scattered all over the world, come back to their original homeland. It's like a grand reunion, fulfilling a promise from the divine to restore and bring the scattered community back together. Imagine a big family that got separated for a while, uncles, aunts, and cousins living in different places. Aliyah is like the family coming back together for a big family gathering. The Bible, through the words of prophets like Ezekiel and Jeremiah, paints a picture of this coming together, emphasizing the reunion of the Jewish people in their ancestral homeland. These prophecies speak of a special promise from a higher power, assuring that even if the family members, Jewish people, are scattered far and wide, they will one day find their way back home. It's a bit like a compass pointing everyone in the same direction, guiding them toward their rightful place. Interestingly, this theme isn't confined to the Old Testament. The New Testament, too, shares a similar sentiment. It's like a sequel to the story, emphasizing not only the gathering of Jewish people, but also their restoration to the place where they truly belong. It's a universal idea, suggesting that the scattered family isn't just coming back for a family reunion. They are coming back to reclaim their home and find a sense of belonging. In simpler terms, Aliyah is like a grand homecoming party, guided by ancient promises. It's the story of a family finding their way back to where they started, embracing their roots, and celebrating the fulfillment of a divine pledge. The concept of Aliyah, whether in the Old or New Testament, is a beacon of hope, assuring that no matter how far one may wander, there's always a path leading back home, back to the place where the heart truly belongs. Kibbutz Galuyah is like a term closely tied to Aliyah, and together they tell a story of something really special, the ingathering of the exiles. Now let's break this down in simpler terms. Imagine a big family reunion, where people from different parts of the world, who share the same roots, come together. Kibbutz Galuyah is like the grand announcement of this family reunion, but in a larger, more meaningful sense. It's about Jews returning to their original home, their ancestral land, This isn't just a physical journey. It's a journey that fulfills ancient promises found in the stories passed down through generations. Think of it as a big family treasure hunt. The treasure is the homeland, and people from different places are following clues to find it. These clues are like ancient prophecies embedded in stories, songs, and prayers that have been part of the Jewish tradition for a very long time. Kibbutz Galuyot is the moment when the treasure is found, and everyone celebrates because they've come back to where they truly belong. Now, imagine this celebration becoming part of something even more significant. It's like a special mention in the family's yearly Thanksgiving or blessing ceremony. After a year filled with experiences, challenges, and joys, mentioning Kibbutz Galuyot in Jewish liturgy is like saying, "Hey, look at what we've achieved together." It becomes a powerful expression of faith and hope for redemption, a belief that promises made long ago are coming true. In simpler terms, Kibbutz Galuyot is the joyous announcement of a big family coming back home. And talking about it in prayers and blessings is a way of saying, "Thank you for guiding us, and we believe in the promises being fulfilled." It brings a renewed sense of hope and optimism to the hearts of those who believe in this journey, making the celebration not just a historical event, but a living, ongoing story of faith and fulfillment. The Battle of Armageddon is like a big important event talked about in Christian teachings about the end times. It's a showdown, kind of like a final face-off between the good guys and the bad guys. In Christian eschatology, which is just a fancy word for the study of end times, this battle takes center stage. When people hear the name Armageddon, it's not just a place. It's like a trigger for thoughts about a grand and decisive moment. Imagine it as the last chapter in a really intense story. This battle is the climax, the ultimate moment that wraps up the whole human history plot. It's not a regular battle, it's a showdown of epic proportions, where good triumphs over evil. In simple terms, the Battle of Armageddon is like the grand final where the good side wins. It's the moment when everything bad gets defeated, and everything good comes out on top. Think of it as the last scene in a movie where the hero defeats the villain and brings peace to the world. The anticipation of this battle is a bit like waiting for the hero to save the day. It brings a sense of hope to believers because they look forward to the promises made by a higher power being fulfilled. It's not just about winning a battle. It's about a new beginning, a fresh start where things are fair and everyone gets along. So in simpler terms, the Battle of Armageddon is the big final clash between good and evil that Christians believe will happen in the end. It's the ultimate triumph of what's right over what's wrong. Believers hold on to this hope, looking forward to a time when divine promises come true, bringing about a world where things are just and everyone lives together in harmony. As we navigate the intricate tapestry of prophecies and symbols, the quest for the third temple's presence, the longing in Aliyah, the resonance of Kibbutz Galuyot, and the anticipation of the Battle of Armageddon converge. These threads weave a narrative of hope, restoration, and triumph. In the echoes of ancient promises, believers find solace, envisioning a future where universal peace prevails, and the grand melody of redemption resonates through the ages.